Hello and welcome to Psalm Blog. When I was 16, I used to like punk rock, and I remember pogoing up and down to the music of now semi-forgotten bands like the Stranglers, singing No More Heroes Anymore. According to one source, that song was written by them while they're on tour in the USA in response to the death of Elvis. They felt there was a lack of people to admire and look up to. Over the past few months, we've seen a great deal of right questioning of established figures from the past, whose statues have dominated our town centres sometimes for years, questioning particularly those whose wealth and fame was built on the slave trade. Are there any heroes today? If we honestly face up to our we must honestly face up to our history. If we don't, our hands will be covered in death and blood. However, if we do this too rigorously, who will be left? If Winston Churchill might have been a racist, how many other politicians of his generation would survive? Will there be any statues left? The answer is that if we're truly honest, no one will stand. It is as the Bible says in Romans, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. The greatest king of Israel was David. He slept with the wife of one of his generals, got her pregnant, and then arranged a cover-up which led to the death of this general, and then married his wife, Bathsheba, and pretended that nothing has happened. It was a dark, wicked, evil episode, and the effects of it ricocheted through the rest of David's reign, leading to the death of two of his sons. In Psalm 7, we have David crying out for justice, but then he reflects on himself. And when David was confronted with his evil, he at least did acknowledge the awfulness of what he'd done, that he was a broken, sinful man. Here in Psalm 7, we have some words they might have said on another occasion. This: if there is guilt on my hands, if I have done evil to him who is at peace with me, or without cause robbed my foes, then let my enemy overtake me. Let him trample me to the ground. David failed as a king, and all human leaders will fail. If we put our hopes in them, we will always be disappointed. David failed, and all the kings of Israel failed. But one day, a perfect king came. His name is Jesus, and in him we'll never be disappointed. He's one we can always look up to, and to whom one day every knee will bow.